What an eventful January transfer window that was. All in all, 15 players left the club. We've brought 3 players in. We have had to sell the key stars though. Volpato's gone. Lafluente's gone. Finley Burns is gone. We brought 3 guys in that are going to replace them. They're not as good as what they are, but hey, that's what we can do. We need to balance the books. Getting good price for those players, that's what we've managed to do. We're doing okay in the league. We're 8th. We have lost a few games, so we are dropping down. I think we're going to finish in the playoffs come the end of the season. You guys are going to see Stoke and West Ham in the FA Cup. They knocked us out in the Carabao Cup. Let's go knock them out the FA Cup. Come on, Birmingham. Welcome back, folks, to another epic episode of Revisiting Birmingham, where in this episode we're going to be playing Stoke in the league, West Ham in the FA Cup, as we said in the intro. We'll have a look at the transfers first, because a lot happened, a hell of a lot happened. 14 transfers out, 3 players in. £25 million was brought in to the club from those transfers. 11 of those were loans, so Fogroles has gone out on loan, Goodwin's gone out on loan, Taylor's gone out on loan, Braithwaite, McKenna, they've all gone out on loan for the remainder of the season. The first real big signing or player leaving us is Christian Volpato. He's gone to Fulham for £5.75 million. Now the club accepted that bid because they thought it was an acceptable offer to accept. Given the financial situation the club's in, I don't blame them, but I wanted to keep him. He's such a good player. We then had Lafluente leave us. Now Fulham again come in for him. They went for £10.75 million because that was his release clause was to a Premier League side. So we offered him out. We got £11 million from Hull. Either way, we're going to lose him. We're either going to go to Fulham or we get a little bit more money for him. He's gone to Hull, who are around about us in the league at the moment. So it's disappointing to lose him to a club in the same league as us. But there we go. That's all we can do. And then Finley Burns has gone out to Fulham for £8.75 million. Again, wanted to leave. Couldn't keep him, so we cashed in on him. We got some money. Money in the bank's what we need. And then players joining us then. So we got Maxime Soulas joins us from Nantes for 350k. Defender, 30 years old, 3-star kind of ability, 3-star potential. Looks good. Physical side of his game's brilliant. Mental's good as well. And he's got 15 tackling, 40 marking. So good pickup for us there, I think. Omari Hutchinson joins us from Mansfield, 3-star kind of ability, 4-star potential. Could play anywhere at the centre, can also play left and right. So he's going to be our Volpato and Lafluente, could forget his name then, replacement. Looks okay for us. Plays out there on the inverted winger side of things. Physical side of his game is okay. Natural fitness isn't the greatest, and nor is his strength. Stamina, I'm not happy about that, but it's what we can bring in. Vision's good though, passing's good, dribbling's okay, crossing's not the greatest, but it's a good deal for us, I think. And then the last player joining us is David Taffy from Brescia, £2.5 million for a 20-year-old player. 3-star current ability, could go to 4-star potential, can play anywhere at the centre as well, which is what we need. Physical side of his game's brilliant, mental's good, and then 14 for tackling, 14 for marking. So he does look good in the defensive positions and the defensive midfield positions. We got £13.5 million in the bank. We are over our wage budget by 3k, so that's nothing. That should see us out to the end of the season. We should be alright in terms of administration. Schedule then, you guys saw the Swansea in the Coventry game. We then beat Middlesbrough 5-2, beat Bristol City 3-0, drew 2-2 with Sunderland, beat Derby County 3-1, lost to Middlesbrough in the return game. Huddersfield, we beat them 4-1. Now they were top of the table. I think they're still top of the table at the moment, so that's a big result for us there. Plymouth, we beat them 3-2. We then drew 2-2 with Huddersfield in the FA Cup, set up a replay with them. Lost to Blackburn 2-1. Absolutely hammered Huddersfield 6-0 in the replay to set up the tie with West Ham. And then most recent game, we lost 1-0 to Sheffield United. That leaves us 11th in the league. We have games going on at the moment, so we were up here in 8th at the moment, but as the episode started. Hopefully we can pick up the result against Stoke, who are currently in 5th, and move ourselves up towards here again, back up into 7th or 8th position. So let's jump in to that game. Another thing I would actually want to have a look at quickly is the squad. We've had to bring up quite a few young players into the team based on how good they're now performing and the sorry state we're in ourselves. So O'Callaghan's come up, Lewis has come up, Yakubu's come up, Deitch has also come up and joined us. Happy with those joining us and helping us up with the first team. Just those extra bodies. Also on the table front, the media are thinking we're going to finish in 21st now with those players out. Yeah, we did sell 3 influential players within the team. So Yeah, we've got to do as best as we can. And we're going to start here with Stoke then. And the team we're putting out there is Hogarth in goal. A back four of O'Callaghan, Holzman, Forrester and Cham. Sessegnon at the base midfield. James and Garrett in front of him. Barrios on the left. Hutchinson making his debut on the right. And John Jules up front. Robbie Blackburn is injured. Now, he was on a bit of a run with goals. 21 games, 16 goals. And yeah, picking up that injury sort of derailed that for him. His whole season's sort of been derailed with little niggly injuries here and there. And then just not picking up the form when we need him. He's still producing the goals. He's still the best average rated player in the league at the moment. We'll have a look at that after this one here. Is John Jules has the ball right hand side, gives it to Cham. Runs in, chips it over the bar. You're a defender, mate. Just do defendery sort of stuff. And then cross the ball in. Don't shoot as much as you need to. Stoke put that ball forward in. Hogarth should be doing better with that. Absolutely dreadful. Sort of dives through the ball. 1-0 to Stoke. 13 minutes on the clock. Need to pick ourselves up, boys, don't we? Again, it's another free kick from Stoke. And I thought they were going to do exactly the same then. They've got it out to this right-hand side. In goes the cross. They've got it clear up to Murray Hutchinson. I wonder what the hell he was doing with the ball then. Out to the byline. He loses it. Stoke with the ball right-hand side of their defence, or left-hand side of their defence. Chipping it forward now. Sessegnon with the header. It's just falling straight to a Stoke player. They cut it back, feed that ball forward, and Hogarth's going to pick that ball up easy any day of the week. Rolls that ball out to Holzman. I thought he was going to blast it then. Over to Callaghan on that left-hand side. Barrios. Garrett. Space on the right-hand side if we can find him. We do go to Cham. Cham feeds it into John Jules. It falls nicely for James, and James puts it in to get the equaliser. 5 minutes after Stoke take the lead. We're back into this game. Come on, boys. It was really weird how that was working through our players then. And John Jules sort of touching it on past the defenders. Half hour mark. 3 shots, 1 on target. That's where our goal has come from. Just, I think it gives them a little bit of encouragement. So we have a throw-in on this right-hand side. Sessegnon to Hutchinson. Whips that round to James. Vicious header over the bar. Couldn't keep it down though. And it's a big goal kick then from the Stoke goalkeeper. Feeding it over to that right-hand side. James trying to win the ball. Couldn't get it. We've managed to force them back for now, although it is now in the box. Oh, luckily we've got that clear. Hogarth was all over the place. O'Callaghan's making a nuisance of himself, winning the ball. And there goes the half-time whistle. 1-1 at the moment. I think Stoke should be 2-1 up. They should have scored that opportunity right at the end of the half then. John Jules isn't having the best of games, so I think we might take him off. The only players we have on there that can play there is really Guidey. I don't think Anderson is a striker. We'll do that. We'll bring Guidey on. Guidey can play up there for 45 minutes, see if he can get a goal for us. And then we'll monitor the fitness of everybody else. I mean, Cham's looking pretty tired. I think that's it, like fitness-wise. Just Cham. We've got Sessegnon who can play there. James with the ball. Working it through the centre. Goes back to Forrester. Into Garrett. Garrett over to Cham. He's got space to open up if he can. He's been fouled in the box. We've got a penalty. Stepping up for this one is, I can't actually remember who's on penalty duties now. It is Sessegnon. And he tucks it away. 2-1. Probably one of his last contributions as a defensive midfielder as he moves back into the right back position for the last half hour of the game. We'll make that substitution now. Who will we bring on to play there? I think Josh Lewis can play there. We'll swap him with Garrett because Garrett's better at the base of midfield. No, Russ, you've done it wrong. Sessegnon needs to go there. It's Cham that needs to come off. Cham comes off for Lewis. Swaps with Garrett. And then, I mean, Garrett's also tired. Taffy can play there. So can... We'll bring Garrett off. Put Garbright at the base midfield. 2 substitutions there. A little bit of a change up in midfield. And hopefully we can stay strong for the remainder of the game. Is a throw-in for Stoke, and Garbright won the ball. He's out to that byline. Managed to keep hold of it with 2 players around him, and Josh Lewis just couldn't control the ball, but whips that into Guidey, who's got his first goal of the season. What a mistake from the goalkeeper. He should have saved that. It was good height for him to catch, and he spilled it. Bundles it into the back of the net. Birmingham 3, Stoke 1, 20 minutes to go. And they nice little turn and volley there. Just couldn't keep it down. Goes over the bar. Just, yeah, I'm still laughing at that goal. Goalkeeper should have saved it. Holzman has the ball now. Gives it to Forrester. Into Lewis. Whips it round the corner. Can't find any of our players. It was a nice idea. Hutchinson feeds it to Guidey. Hits the inside of the post. That's such a Birmingham thing to do. If you guys watch half star to 5 star, we hit the inside of the post so many times. Going to make a couple of changes there. And we'll have a look at Solas. He can come on for Holzman. And then I think we'll bring Forrest off as well. Bring Taffy on. That's the final 2 changes with 11 minutes to go. I'm just going to tell the guys to focus. I'm going to sit back on the balance mentality now. Taffy puts that ball forward. Garbright hits the crossbar. With the goalkeeper making a mistake earlier, you'd like to think he was going to make the same mistake again there and drop the ball. It hasn't. We're coming up to time added on. We've got 4 minutes. Looks like we've picked up 3 vital points here and gone back up to 7th in the table. We have Guidey with the goal. Sessignon with a penalty. James getting us back into it. Nice comeback from us. Good win. Happy with that. Really happy. As I said, we're up to 7th now in the table. We're 1 point behind Stoke. 1 point behind Norwich, but we do have a game in hand on them. Stoke also have a game in hand, so we could see ourselves in 2nd if we win the next league game and results go our way. Who knows? Let's go and get into the 5th round of the FA Cup then. FA Cup time then against West Ham. We have changed a few players around due to players being cup tied and a couple of injuries. So the team we're going with is Hogarth in goal, a back four of Bagan, Holzman, Taffy and Cham, Garbraith at the base of midfield, James and Garrett in front of him, Barrios on the left, Anderson on the right, John Jules up front. Still no Robbie Blackburn. It's probably going to be another week or so until he's back training. And then we've got to get him match fit again, haven't we? So we're looking at probably maybe 2 to 3 weeks till we can actually start him up front again. Hopefully we're going to be in the 5th round of the FA Cup by the time we get there. As we said, West Ham knocked us out at this stage in the Carabao Cup. So I kind of want to return the favour against them on a rainy day at St Andrews here. Taffy with the ball from Hogarth. Feeding it down this right-hand side with Cham. Go back to Garbraith. Cham again. Like one touch pass in there. We're trying to feed it into John Jules. We managed to get it to him. Our number 4 starting up front. Cuts it into Anderson with a shot and it goes in. Assist from John Jules. Goal from Anderson. 1-0 to Birmingham. West Ham on the ropes from the early go-in. Come on, boys. What a little passenger play that was from us. It's a good shot from Anderson as well. He doesn't score a lot of goals for us, but when he does, my word, are they good. And they're important as well. I want this little cup run just to get a little bit of money. If we can draw Man United or Man City, Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, one of the big teams in the next round, that would be great. And this Cham with a free kick, and he's put that one wide. I mean, it's no disrespect to West Ham, they're just not as big as what those other teams are. They haven't got the biggest stadium for us to get money. I know we're at home in this game, and Garrett's given the ball away, and here come West Ham on the quick counter-attack through the centre. Feeding it down to Bowen. Can we just get the ball clear, please? Oh, luckily that shot hit the outside of the post. We have got a goal kick. And that's West Ham's first real attempt on goal, if you will. Not really troubling us at all in this game. We're doing quite well as we approach half-time. 1-0 up. Players are going in with their heads held high. I'm going to say that to them. I am happy with them. Barrios isn't having the best of games. What have we got on the bench to replace him with? We've got... I suppose we could stick Guidey out on that right-hand side. Yeah, swap him around with Anderson. So Anderson's now the inside forward and Guidey's cutting in as the inverted winger. And see what we can get from that. I mean, Barrios on a 6.4 rating. It's not bad, but it's also not the best. I'm hoping this second half's going to go right. I was hoping we weren't going to get any highlights. But West Ham have ruined that. They flipped the ball over. We've made a hash of trying to get this ball clear. It's fallen to John Jules though. And he's got 5 West Ham players around him. It's fallen to James. James gives it to Bagan. Now we need to flood the players forward, and we sort of are. We launch it up to John Jules. Controls it. Hits the outside of the post. West Ham get it clear. If anyone's going to get a goal in this half, it is going to be us going by the match stats in that highlight on its own. If West Ham get it, it's definitely going to be against a run of play. Bagan heads that back to his goalkeeper, or our goalkeeper. It hits the crossbar. We just causing ourselves endless problems. Corner, Guide's putting this one in. Looking for Taffy, can't find him. Down to Garrett. Garrett goes back to Bagan. Guide. He's dancing around the box. Has a shot and this, yeah, snatched it. Always going over, always rising. It's a little bit confidence boosting from there, but he just needs to get those shots on target. Bowen showed the ball too much to Bagan. Again, showed it too much to him. Garbrai finally gets that ball clear. But West Ham come at us down this left-hand side. Put a challenge in. It goes through. Somaka scores. Heads it, hits the underside of the crossbar, bounces down, goes in. Hogarth didn't even attempt to try and save that one. Birmingham 1, West Ham 1, and we get the highlight straight away from the kickoff. We're going with Cham down this right-hand side. We're just running at them, we're attacking them. Cuts it back into Garrett. Garbrai dances into the box. At the byline, gives it to Cham, goes across to Guide. Again, another attempt over from the lad. Make some substitutions and we're at the 70-minute mark. Who's looking tired? It is Cham who's looking tired again. And we've got Sessing on the bench so we can come on for him. Where else can we change? You know, Callahan on for Bagan, I guess. Let's give a little bit of a legs, a little bit of a match into the legs of Callahan, shall we say? Change the midfield as well. Deitch can come on for Garrett. Is he better as the Mazzala? He is. So we'll go with that. Make a couple more substitutions in the last 10 minutes or so. I think we can only make one more with the substitution that we just made then. Going to encourage the boys as well. And I'm actually going to attack the game. I'm going to go attacking for these last 10 minutes. And make the final change. Which will be... Anderson needs to come off, but I don't have anyone who can play there. Unless... No, that's not the substitution we want to make. We want to bring Yakubu on. And go like... I'm going to have to go like this, I think. Put Yakubu on as the shadow striker. Change Guidey to an inside forward on attack. And just go like that for the last 7 or so minutes of the game. We don't have another striker on the bench, and Anderson was tiring, so that's how we're going to have to play it. We've got 4 minutes of time added on. Looks like we're going to be going to a replay with West Ham. Going to their ground, so it is more money coming to us. Say we're unlucky. They were unlucky. Definitely unlucky there. Should have knocked them out, really, but hey, I don't mind having another replay. This is our only season with Birmingham, and if we can generate a bit of money for them, that would be brilliant. So, schedule then. We are going to come back for, I'm thinking, Portsmouth and Hull. If Portsmouth are around us in the league, which they're not, they're down the bottom, and Hull are mid-table as well. So is that the ideal game to come back for, Portsmouth and Hull? Or do we do Hull in Watford? I think we'll do Hull in Watford as the comeback. If there's an FA Cup game in between there, we will show that one instead. Hopefully, we're going to be having Robbie Blackburn back with us as well, coming back for his injury. So, we're doing okay in the league. We're 8th again. We just need to push on now to get to those playoff spots. Join us for the next one. Hopefully, we will be up there if I can keep my teeth in my mouth.